Hey Lee, how's it going? We're just gonna wait and see if anybody else decides to pop on in here. Doing anything fun today? Probably should have put that monitor a little bit closer to what I was actually doing. Well, we'll see if anybody else shows up. I don't know. They might. I warned ya. I hate that thing. Probably move the camera. Hold on, guys. Yeah, we're going for a little ride. Oh, that's a horrible fucking view. Anyway. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. Thank fuck. Jesus. I'm building a planter right now. And if I had a better fucking tripod. Ugh. Me and my janky ass shop here. I don't know if this is gonna be any better or not. Hold on. It's somewhat better. As long as I don't bump the damn thing. I am just building a planter. I think. Somewhat. I don't know. Just kind of screwing around. Y'all make sure you hit that like button. I don't know why none of you done it yet. Maybe I have. I don't know. Oh, it's been a long ass day. It's gonna be a long ass weekend. Long ass weekend, and then I still have to work tomorrow. And then I have to. Right after work tomorrow, I gotta drive for 5 hours. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, I got a nice tripod that's got a follow on it, but it's jerky and all that good old jazz. And maybe I do need to invest in a new one. I don't know. But I'm gonna wait till I can get over into the other side of my basement so I can have a bigger shop over there once I get everything out of the way. I actually put a a screen up over here, so that way I can actually read the comments. But my camera's over there, screen's there, so design flaw, story of my life. Yeah, screw you. Yeah, it works, kinda. You know, it's just what I'd really like is one of those that I can hang from the ceiling, and it has a ceiling mount gimbal that has a follow function. That would be really nice. Tonight I'm making a planter, and as soon as well, son of a bitch. If I can actually get the right angle, and if my fat ass won't get in the damn way too much. Maybe that'll work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. My phone's probably going to fall. But I was just using some fence pickets. But all the fence pickets that the store had are extremely wet. So I guess we'll find out how this is going to work. Everyone else having an exciting night? Kind of a bad night to go live, I guess. You know, everybody else is doing theirs tonight, which is odd because I usually have no problem. Everyone else has usually done it this time, but Back Road Built is doing his live right now. Van Lott and Moyoc are doing a live together, so. Oh, that's right. You're over there in Scotland. You know, I was actually watching your videos there, Lee, and I can actually understand you, which is, you know, awesome. Yeah, Jim, did you hit that like button too? Man, son of a... Listen, guys, I never claimed to know what the hell I'm doing. And just so everybody knows, yes, my air compressor is small, and it does leak, so it will go off at intermittent times for a long period of time because it seems to feel like it just needs to take forever to fill up. So, yeah. So, I'm going to apologize first and foremost for the amount of noise that will just happen randomly. But, you know, I guess, you know, we're all woodworkers or whatever, so I guess we're all used to that noise. Doesn't mean I like it. Oh, I hate this goddamn. I am never going to live that down, am I, Wayne? I am doing good. It was a busy day at work, but I made it through. And the kids are not here tonight. The kids are with my sister, actually. And they went to Nebraska to visit my sister's kids. Hey there, Pours with Love. How are you doing? Who else? Sorry. Oh, thank fuck. Now, if you guys really want to learn something, you know, from here in the Sawdust Kitchen, and I ain't gonna actually remember just exactly how you stapled your boards together, because I screwed up. Oh well. You know what? I will make that work somehow, one way or another. Shalom, old path. I meant to ask you, because I never get to see you. Did you have a good Passover? Did you have a good Passover? Oh, yeah. Love those days. Sorry about that, guys. I did warn you, though. I know, it's seriously, it's like this small ass 2-gallon tank that is just, I hate it. I frickin' hate it. One of these days I'm gonna nail my damn fingers together. There, a little front porch planter. You know, maybe I could, well, now that I think about it, I probably should have put that on the back side. But it's a nice little rustic piece of shit. But if you only have a back porch, I guess everybody's coming in the back door. That's too damn small. Oh shit. Okay. Well, I tried. So this was all just kind of, there was another build I was trying to do and it just wasn't turning out, so I decided to dismantle it and try something else, and that's what I came up with. And my angles didn't turn out the same on both sides, so I just kind of matched them up that way. Yeah, I guess it kind of looks like, you know, somebody's freaking child did it. But, oh well, you know what? Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Catch up to me for what? I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, Wade. Seriously, I just kind of, you know, like just throw shit together. What's up, ass? Ugh. Okay. And just for all of you, I decided that I was going to pre-cut a bunch of this shit. So, I'm sorry. If there's anybody out there watching with their kids, I am extremely sorry, because this mouth has absolutely no filter. And, yeah. Anyway, so I pre-cut a bunch of shit just so I wouldn't have to, you know, make you all listen to the sounds of my saw. Okay, what am I trying to do here? I know what I'm trying to do. Just don't know if it'll work. Everyone having a good day? Be right back, guys. I know, I just kind of, hey Weber, I am so sorry that I could not make it to your opening day, but I tried, I could not get out of work. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I tried, buddy. Ah, I know what I did. That's right. See you, Lee. Have a good night. Get some rest. Did you have a good day, though? Sales any good? You know, it's been like all the time that my kids are always here, and now all you guys just have to, put up listening to me. So I'm sorry. Well, that sucks, buddy. I'm sorry. I got a lot of these things, and I have yet to figure out, because I would love to cut this thing in half, but I have no idea on how to do it safely. If anybody can give me some pointers on how to cut this safely, See you, Tina. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Chris could. I could. Bust out the old handsaw. Yeah. Well, ask. What's your recommendation? Yeah, that's definitely an idea. my damn scrap when I need it. This will work. No, that won't work. It's going good, Cotton Mountain. How are you tonight? If I could... If y'all expect to come to a channel and find out, that he actually has something, going on, I have no idea. I'm just kind of playing this by ear. No, that's not what I want. Why can't I just find what I want? Well, fine, I guess I will pull all these damn nails out. I promise that, this will make sense as to what I want to do at some point. That ain't gonna work. So my thoughts are, I got a ton of these, and kind of wanted to get that in the middle, hang like that, and then turn this part into a clock face. I don't know. Just something that I thought about, but that will only work if this thing was actually semi-level, and it isn't. Well, I guess that back part is. Man, y'all are quiet tonight. I know, like I said, I swear you guys just come, to my lives just to be around just to hear my kids. I know, I like it too, I just can't seem to. Now, even if, I don't know if I would trust that. I mean, my bandsaw doesn't even, I can't even resaw that big on my bandsaw. yeah, it's a horrible, horrible resaw that I can get out off of that. Yeah, that ain't. That just ain't. I mean, I guess I could have brought those in a little bit farther. I don't know. Anyway, it was just a thought I had because I did that last night, and then it kind of gave me the idea about, what if I found a way to do a little clock face in there? Just something stupid. I'm kind of limited, by what tools I have and what skills I have and everything. I mean, I guess my skills are getting a little bit better. I always tend to downplay what I can actually do. 12 of you watching right now, I guess that's something. I actually do not have a Sawzall. I do not. I just, to be honest, I haven't had a need for one. Well, let me see. Oh, what can I find? Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Well, ugh. All the crap I have. You think I'd be able to find what I'm looking for? It's not like I couldn't. I mean, all the big ones I have, they all have that natural split in them. I found. Oh, for fuck's sake. Because I was able to find these really cool, yeah, so I got the clock mechanisms. I was able to find like a whole set of them. Got these really cool, there's all different kinds of them, but these little walnut clock hands. I know I can fill it with epoxy. I just have I've never worked with it, so I don't know. I'll be honest, I have no idea how to do it. So yeah, so it came with all different kinds of these cool little walnut clock hands. And I just thought that that would look pretty sharp, against the natural clock face. Well, I guess. I don't know, does that look stupid? I don't know. But yeah, man, y'all are quiet tonight. Is everybody in a funky mood or something? Listen, I know I'm not, bearded Viking or anything, and my angles are really shit because I don't have anywhere to frickin' put my camera because I don't have an actual workbench. Yeah. Well, I mean, does it look stupid? Just having it sit on the outside edge is what I'm asking, I guess. Oh, hello, Mrs. Soldier. My hands aren't cooperating. Something like that. I guess. Ish. Kinda. Fuck off. Jim, I am so not going to make a joke out of that. Yes, I do have a CNC, and if Mike O is still here, he would tell me that I need to get on that and learn how to use it. So I do not know how to use it. I need to learn how. Yes, I realize this. So yeah, Jim, I am, yeah, I do have a CNC. And I would show it to you, but it is, right now it's currently being used to house all my projects that I have no idea where to put it because I cannot hang up anything in this basement because I do not own a hammer drill to be able to drill into my walls to put any studs up. Yeah, which is another reason why I'm in the middle of clearing out my other room so that way I can have more space over there. It is a nice little CNC. I have used it. I do know I do know how to set up the like the program and everything. I know how to get all that done. The one thing that eludes me is I don't know what kind of bits I should use on what. The majority of the stuff that I want to use it on are those sample cabinet doors that I've shown several times. And a lot of those just have an MDF core on the inside. So I just don't know what bit to use, the right font, the right depth setting. I don't know how to gauge all that. So that's where my lack of knowledge about the CNC comes in play. Yeah, it's been a long freaking day. But no, yeah, I would have no problem at all, like even like just pouring some epoxy in this and getting that all looking sharp and everything. But I've never used epoxy before. I probably should sometime, but that would involve I can move my projects, I guess. I know most of you have seen all my projects that I have going on, but Soldier, were you in here before when I finished up my planter box that I did? One of the many. Yeah, I know not to use rubber bands. I know that much. Yeah, you know, I do I have a couple of V-carve bits for engraving. It's just I don't know if I was just choosing the wrong font or whatever, but yeah, so that's where I'm at. I guess I just need to actually like sit down and play with it. That sounds really, really bad. Forget I said that. I just need to sit down and learn how to use it. Oh, Lord. Well, I actually do not have that much. No, I do not have a surfacing bit. I like I said, I have not bought that much for it, just because the couple of times I tried to use it, it just did not work very well for me. So what I want to do is I just want to Wayne, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, I can't even, like, my shop is so janky. It's just, Anyway, the hell are you talking about, Wayne? Yeah, so I didn't buy a whole lot of bits for it just because I didn't know what I wanted to get in the first place or what I needed to get. So trust me, if I could figure this out, I'd have a whole lot more to work with here. Son of a biscuit. Really, I'll drop F-bombs all over the place, but I won't say son of a bitch. Alright, well. Jim, you have my email. Email me all this stuff. I don't feel like writing this down and taking a whole bunch of screenshots. What am I making today? Well, a mess, and I'm also making a point that, anyway, so what I want to do is, I found some really neat walnut clock hands, and then I want to take this and make that into a clock. I don't know. Just a thought I had. No, I do not have a planer. I do not have a planer. I do not have a jointer. I'm quite lucky to have my sanity still. Yeah, I thought it would look cool, and then I have, what else do I have? So, son of a bitch. I need to make the doghouse a little bit bigger, but something I was trying out. Making this for like a little dog leash station. And I got these really cool looking dog bone hooks to hang off of there. And yet another thing that my CNC would do really well on. Thanks for stopping by, Teresa. Love you, sweetie. Yeah, I found these on Amazon. I just thought they were really cute. Yeah, I should probably invest in some hand planes too. Wouldn't hurt. I will, Teresa. Thank you, darling. So, yeah. Had a whole lot of other stuff in my head to do tonight, but what the hell are you doing here, Wayne? Certainly I'm not any more fun than your wife is. I know I'm not. Oh, yeah. I do have a belt sander. I could get a 40 grit for that. Yeah, tell her I said happy birthday too, buddy. No, I keep looking up there because it's easier for me to read that screen than it is for me to read that. Yeah, I could do that. Take care of that when I get back from vacation. I know I'm not really feeling it tonight. I don't know why. I'm just tired. Hey, Pilato, thanks for stopping by. Well, I guess what else can I build here? Well, could do something with this. I don't know what. Yes, I am. I'm going down to Tennessee with my kids to go visit my mom. Haven't been down there for about 3 years. Pretty much since my... No, I actually have not been down there since my dad's funeral. So it's high time I get back down there. I'm gonna go take the kids around to the neighbors, and I don't know, they have some donkeys down there that I think they can ride. I believe on the 26th of April, yeah, the 26th, Van Lot, Bias, and myself are going to be doing a live together. So, there's that. Yeah, Palala, me too. You know, I just... Palala wasn't in here. Sorry, guys, I'm going to show him. But, oh my god, it's heavy. I made that little front porch planter. And it's only heavy because this is like the greenest fence pickets I have ever seen, and they are heavy as shit. So yeah, I thought, a nice little welcome sign up there or something. Shit, it can be heavy. It depends on how much freaking fiber you have. I don't know. I don't know why we're talking about this. Yeah, I'm actually taking this down for my mom. Yeah, I thought, if I'm actually going to sell that, I'm thinking 75, 80 bucks. Maybe more. I don't know. I'm not very good at pricing my crap. Hey, Rusty. Good to see you, buddy. there's that. I know a lot of you have been around seeing what I've been making lately. I made that. Got that little stand propagation thing, whatever. I made this little toothbrush holder the other day. Made that shelf. And I made that shelf. This shelf is actually all made from a reclaimed desk. I tell you what, getting this thin little strip, I did that on the table saw, and I'm really surprised I didn't lose a frickin' finger. But I didn't. And then I'm still in the works on it because I haven't fully designed it yet. But this planter, you know, you can drop it in an insert. Yeah, maybe next time. It might make for actually a good video. And then what I want to do up here is do a windmill up top, one that will actually spin. I just don't know if that looks right or not. I probably should have continued on that so that way, I don't know. Sometimes my brain moves faster than, yeah. Sometimes the design part of my brain moves faster than, or the I build okay pieces, you know. I'm not out there doing boxes or anything, and I'm not quite there yet. Most of my stuff is just, I don't know, practical. You know, it's just stuff that, you know, people just think like they didn't know they needed that. Yeah, but I keep building all these things, and I'm slowly running out of room to put these things. Where was I 2 months ago? Oh, a whole lot worse than this. Hey Tom, thanks for stopping by. Then shit, now where the hell did that thing go? God damn it. Right in front of my damn face. So I made that too. That came off of that same little desk I chopped up. Planting a porch is actually a whole lot harder than you think. It's the same way that it takes forever. Yeah, I know. I am constantly losing my stuff. Like, so I have a problem that I am always losing this thing because I never remember where the hell I set it down. And for whatever god awful reason, I have one. I have one tape measure. Y'all are gonna laugh, but I have one tape measure. Another thing is these damn things. I found a stash of these in my daughter's room. What kind of fertilizer? Any kind of bullshit that Mike spews out. I know, and I need to just bite the bullet and buy more tape measures. I know I need to. Yes, I do have a problem. I need more tape measures. And more space. I need more space. I need to actually, so here in about a month or so, I am moving over to the other side of the basement as soon as I get all that crap cleared out of there. Because then I can spread out a little bit more. And I need to build me an actual drill press cabinet. So that way I'm not reaching up there like some kind of demented T-Rex. So, yeah. So, I'm probably going to be building me a whole new workbench and everything when I move over there. I really would like a tape measure that actually has like the 30 seconds measurement on it. Yeah, I mean, maybe I am smarter, but I always lose the damn thing. Like, I can never. And then the other day, I lost my square. I had no idea where the hell I set that thing down at. And then as I was cleaning up today, I found it on the floor. I do not remember putting it on the floor. I don't know. I do. I have tiny little arms. I have my dad's build. I'm less like this, like round beach ball with extremities. All right, Jim. Okay. I just, well, it's just I just hate paying that much for a tape measure, but I guess if it has what I want it to do, I guess I should. So yeah, so when I get that other part of the basement cleared out, maybe I'll take some measurements, and maybe y'all can but hey, people say what they want about Harbor Freight, but I freaking love it. Tom, I'm gonna kill you. I shouldn't say that. Research what? Sorry, my brain is like 1,000 miles a minute. So yeah, so maybe I'll take some measurements of the floor plan that, or the floor space that I have, and maybe y'all can like help me design and set it up. Cause I mean, I can design and set up a kitchen all day long, but I know I love Harbor Freight. I mean, I'm not at the point where I can, afford a lot of, expensive stuff. So I just, buy what I can afford. My miter saw is a Bauer, and I like it. It's treated me well so far. You're right, Palata. There's always, the plausible deniability that's gotten me through a lot of problems in my life. Hi, John. How you doing? I don't know. Do you guys like what I'm building so far? Are you? I know everybody else does like all these neat little box builds and all these other things, and I just keep thinking, like, how can I, make a better looking spice rack? No, I do not have access to the basement from the outside, just from the garage. So you come from the garage, and it goes right. You can either take a right to go into the kitchen, or it goes right down the stairs to the basement. Anyway, I always do my own thing. But I just want to make sure that, I'm giving you guys, quality entertainment here. I know my kids, I do a lot better when my kids are here because, they're actually a whole lot cuter to look at than I am. And plus, when I'm over there, I'll actually have more space and I can actually set up my cameras a lot better. Yeah, and I don't even belong to that Harbor Freight Club or whatever they call theirs. Yeah, most of my smaller power hand tools, that's all Ryobi or Ryobi, however you pronounce it. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I just a lot of my stuff came off a marketplace or it came off of Harbor Freight or um, just sales that other stores have got going on. But but yeah, so I'll get some measurements of the space that I have because I'm actually moving my not just um my workshop over there, but I'm also um sorry guys, stretch my leg. I'm also moving my computer down here too because my kids like to go up there and mess with everything. They're constantly going up there and like pushing the power button. And the other day I was actually at my computer trying to edit a video, and my son just comes up and he just walks up to my computer and just pushes the power button. Yeah. Plus, I'm over there. It's like I'll have more of the basement because I won't have the laundry room in my way. Um, that's exactly what it was, Sonny. Because for some god awful unknown reason, I bought one of those desktop units that has the glass on the outside, and it has the RGB lights constantly going on. And my son, of course, who's autistic, um, yeah, shiny lights, and he loves pushing buttons. So I actually had to put a one of those cover caps for power buttons on my dishwasher, because he would just randomly go up to my dishwasher and turn it on. Yeah, but typically if you tell a 9-year-old to stop doing it, they stop doing it. He won't. But yeah, so he'll just like randomly go up and turn the dishwasher on. So finally I had to put a cap over the power button. And then he loves the sound of running water, so he's always in the bathroom flushing the toilet. Not that I really, care about hey Shoops, good to see ya. Oh god, Wayne. Ew. I did not need that image in my head. Ugh, I need a handy wipe for my brain. Where was I don't freaking know. I always have like all these ideas about what I'm gonna build when I'm here, and then when I get down here, I'm just like, I just get completely, yeah, dishwasher. Thank you. So, plus he loves the sound of running water, so he would always go over there and flush the toilet. So I had to put on one of those locking, something that will stop the toilet from being flushed. So that's fun. And then I had to put a bicycle lock on the fridge, because he'll get in there and just grab at anything and drink out of the containers. Hey, cousin Vinny. I swear, all of you guys, y'all show up like when I'm actually like done building something, and I just standing here talking and gabbing, not like you guys care about what I'm talking about. But maybe I'll just stand here and let you guys just keep talking to yourselves. Anyway, no. So all y'all that came in, I built that. Well, not tonight. I built other things tonight. Maybe I will try that. I don't know. What other projects? I don't know. For some reason, I'm like in this like shelf building phase right now. I don't know. I have like a ton of things in my mind, but that would involve me rummaging through my pile of crap out there and figuring out what exactly I want to do. I probably should go like finish packing and everything, since I'm leaving tomorrow. I don't know. Do you guys want me to do a video on that clock build? I can. Figure out how I want to do it and everything. I don't know. It might be kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do a clock build quite like that. It'll be kind of cool, I guess. I think most of you are, but if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit like. Are all of you hitting like? Got 20 likes so far. I think all of you have. Yeah, why not? I also thought about oh crap. I don't know. I made this the other day. I really don't know what it is. Oh, now I remember what I was going to do with that. Like, I attached these here, and then I wanted to run, like, some rope down here. I feel like it was holding everything up. Just this little stand. Do it, Vinny. Jim. I don't know. Like I said, I got a ton of these, and I don't know. I could probably make clocks out of these. What y'all think? Would that be kind of cool to make a clock out of some old cabinet doors? Seriously, I mean, it's I literally paid like $80 for like over 300 of these things. I got a bunch of those. I got a bunch of all different kinds of these little stain samples. I mean, these are actual wood. I don't know what kind of wood, but I got like a ton of these things. A ton of these that have a little. I can't even think what those are called right now. It's been a long day. Well, it's about time to get here, Valhalla. I'm not usually on this. Well, huh. I know Valhalla, and I'm usually not on my live like this long, because usually by now the kids are like, and trust me, if I do not feed my son by 6 o'clock, he is like I have a 15-minute window, and if I don't meet that, then he gets very, yeah, you don't want to see it. But yeah, so I got like a ton of these things. I don't know what to do with them. I guess, I could just, make them into some neat little tiny boxes with them. I don't know. think that's real wood. I don't think that's MDF. Doesn't look like MDF. But seriously, I have like probably hundreds of these things. So I'm still trying to figure out how to make this work. So it's like a yeah, well, I mean, the kids are not here. The kids are currently with my sister speeding down the highway, coming home from Nebraska. But this thing is like, so it's for, so this part is to put like those handle dish scrubbers in, and then this part is to like put a sponge. And then that way it all like drains down. And but what I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to like sit at the edge of the sink and then like have a tray that comes down at an angle to like catch all the water and just put it down right in the sink. See? Yeah, I could. Actually, yeah, that might work. Thank you, Vinny. See, this is why I do these lives, because you guys just give me, ideas and everything. And it's not like I can teach you guys anything on how to build anything, because y'all are a whole lot better than I am. But basically, I just use these lives as a way just to, get my brain working. Maybe one of these days I'll actually cook for you. Maybe. I don't like to do cooking when I get home. Yeah, I would have to sand them down and get the finish off of them. Yeah, I can teach you guys something. I can teach you what not to do. I can teach you the best way to disorganize your shop. I can teach you guys how to make it in this business without going insane and raising 2 kids on your own. And I'm surprised I don't drink. So yeah, I could teach you all that. Doing good tonight. Not doing much of anything. I already built everything not everything that I had in my head to do. I'm glad that I turned off my air compressor. Oh, what air compressor should I go with? Because I do want to replace that one, because I'm tired of the little 2-gallon one that has to refill after shooting 5 nails. So if you guys can give me an idea about what kind of air compressor to go with, So yeah, so at this time tomorrow, I should be at least close to my first stop of my trip. Because I am sure as shit not going to drive 10 hours to Tennessee with those 2 kids in that car. Is it pretty quiet? Not pretty quiet. Is it ultra quiet? I mean, I don't know if you were in here earlier when my air compressor was going off, but it's loud as shit. Yeah, I basically just use my air compressor just to, you know, to shoot my brad nails. That's about all I use it for. Okay. Um, I had a thought in my head. So, what I want to do is I want to build a planter that, um, obviously not this tall. No, I am not turning pro with the Lonely Fans. But anyway, so I want my planter to be about Chris, I don't know if I want to spend that money on a battery nailer. Although I do hate the nailer I currently have. Anyway, so the planter I want to kind of sit at an angle and flare out on all four sides. And I do not know how to do that. And I'm probably not even explaining that very well. Because I know what I'm thinking in my head, and what I'm thinking in my head probably is not being conveyed to you guys very well. Yes, I did win one of the nailers from Ramon, so I will wait till I get that. Hey, see your point? Good to see ya. Um, at some point, I do want to get a lathe, but I think that for right now, I just need to focus on my actual building skills first. And maybe wait on a lathe until I get like an actual shop built. Because for some reason, I do not want to do that inside my house. It's bad enough. It's bad enough I have to do this in my house. Ugh. You have it is scary up in here. You have no idea what you're going to encounter. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like compound angle. My broadcast software, just YouTube. That's all I got. At some point, I would like to do OBS or StreamYard or whatever and have multiple camera angles, but um, I'm just not quite there yet, and I don't have the space to really set up the best um, camera angles. But yeah, so yeah, I want that to flare out at an angle, and then um, sorry, for some reason I cannot read and think what's in my mind at the same time. But yeah, so I want this to flare out and then return so that way. But I want each edge to be at a miter to the one connecting to it, and I do not know how to do that. So that's what's in my head, and honestly, I would like draw it out, but my drawing ability looks like, yeah, we don't want to go there. That's because our postal service here is slow. I don't know. I just made that. Could probably go a little bit deeper on that. Hold that. Oh, that's nice. Come on, you little bitch. Oh, son of a biscuit. Anyway. Oh, I hate editing. I love it, but I hate it. It takes forever. Oh, that's right. I put it over here. Lose my damn mind. There. There you go. Someone can have that. $15. See you, Tom. Yeah, I get you, Pilato. I love doing live streaming just because I don't have to edit this crap. And I mean, I guess you guys can just, see me in my natural state, which is not with it, not together. If you answer. No, I do not use any software for streaming. I just use, I just go on YouTube. That's all I use. This? I don't know. I had a wood cookie. I cut in half and I drilled a hole in it. I could kind of clean up the live edge a little bit. Put some finish on that. I have OBS and I have the ability to have, I got my phone, I got two other cameras, and I got I got two webcams, so I have plenty of things to use it. I know, right? It is impressive. And, like here, I cut this in half, I drilled a hole in it. You want it? $15. Take it. There, you see this? It's a little table. You take that, you put that in there, bam, $10, it's yours. Next. So yeah, so I have OBS, I have it downloaded, I want to use it. There is just not enough hours in the day for everything that I want to do. Then I got the kids and everything, and they're going to be home in about an hour. And he's going to be hungry. So I hope to God my sister stopped somewhere and got something to eat. Alright guys, well I've been on here for almost 2 hours now. Haven't really done much of anything. Got some good advice from you. Yeah, I do have extra cameras to use. I got two a little dusty right now, but I got two of these. The other one is hanging up right now. I got my phone. I got a webcam. I got a tablet. I have this tracking tripod. I have this thing that holds my tablet so I can get I can put that to whatever angle I want it to. I got a camera mount up here to take pictures of what I'm working on the bench. Yeah. Yeah, I actually do have a they are connected by you can't see it right now because I don't have my camera pointed up there. But I do have like a 25-foot USB cord strung out along the support beams, and I have a USB hub over by my laptop. I have all the stuff to use OBS. I just have not played around with it enough to learn how to use it correctly. And I didn't really want to do all that when I knew that I was going to be moving over to the other side of the basement anyway. Yeah, I know. I already had that downloaded. Yeah, I got Droid Cam on my phone. I played around with it a little bit, but I have never actually um, like gone live with it yet. Because like when I'm trying to like transition between cameras, like my laptop is so far away from where I'm working that I didn't want to have to walk over there all the time to go um, to do all that. Yeah. Hello, Mike. Good to see you in here again. If you go back and watch this later, Mike, whatever I said about you, sorry. Love you, buddy. When you say small, how much is small? It's Mike. Oh my God, he's here. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. But you know what? Did he go to a good home? As long as he went to a good home, that's all that matters. Really? Just less than 10 bucks. Okay, I'll look into that. Yeah, I mean, because I don't mind like recording my videos with all these cameras, but it sucks because I have the two separate SD cards in those cameras, and then um, whatever gets recorded on my phone, and then because I don't edit on my phone, I edit on my desktop. So then I have to like transfer everything over my desktop, and it just takes forever. So I know that you can record with OBS, and then that way all of that's together. Then it's just a matter of taking that together and splicing everything together. So I don't know. Well, I'll look into it, Pilato, and I will let you know. Do I have an SD card? Yes, I do have an SD card reader. But for whatever reason, like transferring over, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just the because I can pull it directly off my SD card and put it into my video editor, but the moment I take the SD card out, I lose whatever was on that SD card because it doesn't automatically just save it to my project. I have to get it all pulled off of there and then save it, and yeah, it's just a pain in the ass. I really need to figure out how to attach that to the wall so that way I can actually have that looking better. I do save it to the computer first, but it takes, for whatever reason, it takes like an hour for each. It takes like an hour for each. Yeah, I know I'm stuck. Not anymore though. It should be fine. Okay. It takes like an hour for each SD card to transfer over from my SD card to the computer. What editing software am I using? I use Wondershare. Wondershare, Filmora, whatever it's called. I would like to switch to something else, but I have paid a like an annual fee. So as soon as that's something I want to switch. It is connected USB 3. I know. I didn't really shop around a whole lot when trying to find when trying to figure out what video editor I wanted to use. Rookie mistake. I know it should be, but for whatever reason it isn't. And then, in order to get anything off my phone, I have to because my or my phone doesn't have an actual SD card, so I have to upload everything to my Google account, and then upload it to the cloud there. Then I have to download it to my computer. It's just a pain. It's just a pain in the dick. Ramon, how you doing, brother? Good to see you in here. Make sure you hit that like button. Yeah, I just picked one, and then when I was like trying to get my video out there, and then there was of course there was a watermark on it, and I want to get the watermark out. Words are hard. Watermark off of there, and it just said, "Oh, well, pay this and get the watermark." So yeah, just a stupid mistake. Oh no, I love free. I love free anything. Mm. 15 of you people still standing in here staring at me, doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then my computer is just in it's just upstairs in my room, and it's just so far apart from being down here amongst the family, and I can't always just be upstairs in my room and not be around my kids, and they're always getting into something. Oh, cousin Vinny, well, we all love you too. Don't get all mushy on me now. I will say this. So, and I've been wanting to bring this up for a couple weeks or whatever. And I know a couple weeks ago, my live, or last week, something like that, was, about, making sure that we take care of ourselves. And I will have to say that since I have started this woodworking journey that I'm on, I've not only furthered my skills, I've learned a lot about me and about what I'm able to accomplish and everything, and it's just amazing at what. And I know I'm always really hard on the projects that I do, and the stuff that I bring forth for you guys, because I know it's all been done before, but I will say that finding this community has just been amazing. Not only just and let me get through this little tangent that I'm on, Cedar Point, and then I will get to your question. Just the community here has just been amazing. The friendships and camaraderie, and just being able to just to rib each other a little bit and get advice, and everybody has just been so welcoming and open, and willing to share ideas and thoughts and advice and expertise and all this stuff. And you guys are distracting me. Um, and I have been um, in the cooking field for over half of my life, and I mean, cooking has always been my passion. I mean, I did not get this shape by not living my passion, but it is something that I have always wanted to do, and I've done it, and I've done everything that I wanted to accomplish there, and not that I'm by any means done with it. But I will say that the chef community out there, um, a lot of them are just and I know that there's some within the woodworking community too, but the majority of I mean not the majority. There's a lot of people out there that are just completely arrogant dicks, and from what I have found just within this whole community that I have been made to um, just I've been made to feel so welcome, and really I've only like gotten to know you guys for like basically since January, and y'all are just awesome. You guys are just awesome people. You guys are just so knowledgeable but humble, and you're always willing to share advice, and you're always willing to even to listen to freaking noobs like myself, just nobodies that even though like you guys have so much more expertise, you guys are just willing to listen to what guys like me have to say. And so what got me into woodworking? Well, so I did not grow up here. Let me readjust my camera. That way you guys can see more of my ugly mug. There we go. I did not grow up using power tools or doing anything like that. I was quote unquote the band geek. I was always just I was always a quiet kid. I was not into sports. I was more into music and playing my instruments and that stuff. That's where I hung out. And as bad as it may sound, I always like I had more fun in the home ec classes just because I was able to cook. And yes, I sew and shut up. I don't need it. And yeah, I do all that shit. But so I didn't do any of that growing up. It wasn't my thing. And then I met my friend Eddie, who some of you have gotten to know on here a couple of times. And he, I moved in with him, and we were starting to like remodel his house at the time. And so he just kind of took me under his wing and taught me what I need to know first and foremost about just learning just how to rebuild things. This is how you put up a wall. This is how you put up drywall. This is how you do some plumbing. This is how you do some electric work. Not that I, by any means, even close to being a person who knows how to do most of that. But I did learn a lot about me, and I learned a lot about my skills, and a lot about where I can go. And then, fast forward a few years, many years, and then I get my kids, which has just been a huge blessing in my life. And if any of you would ever have like known me like even just 5 years ago, you'd be like, this guy has kids? Because kids were not at all in my plan. They were just like nowhere near. Like I did not want them. But anyway, so I got my kids, And I don't know, it just, and then I moved out on my own with my family, and I found myself missing just doing like making stuff with my hands, and I get it. I make stuff with my hands every day, cooking and everything. But and while it's awesome and I love it, but none of that is lasting. You know, you're it lasts for what, maybe half hour, maybe an hour, just depends on how slow you're eating. But you make this awesome thing, and then it's gone. I'm like, yeah, you could always remake it, but I look at something like this, and it's just so basic and plain and stupid. But I look at it, and I'm just like, I made that. I didn't have a set of plans. And I'm sure that that this particular shelf thing has been made before, but I had a thought in my head, and I made it. All right, Palado, I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for everything. I really appreciate it. But I got distracted again. Ooh, a shiny penny. Oh, look at the kitty. It's just like I made that, and I can always look at it and be like, and remember exactly what I was doing when I made that. So yeah, so I guess for me, some of it is therapy, but a lot of it is just so I can leave my kids with something. It's a lot of you always want to leave your kids with something. My dad always used to tell me that you always want to give your kids a better life than what you had. And I had a great life. I do have a great life, and I had a great family, and I love my mom, and I miss my dad terribly. I mean, my dad was like my best friend, and I miss him. But he didn't leave me with anything like that. I mean, he got into wood carving later on in life, and I'm actually going to get his wood carving tools when I go down there. My mom said I could have them, which is amazing to me. But long story short, too late. That's what got me into woodworking. Is I want to be able to leave my kids with something. Even my son, who can't express vocally what he is feeling or whatever, I know that he understands what I do, and like I am making stuff for him, and he understands that connection. So on some basic level, like I like to think that he's appreciative of what I am doing and what I'm trying to leave for him. So that's what got me into woodworking. And plus, I just love doing it. And I wouldn't mind making some extra money on the side. Who doesn't want some extra money? And honestly, and I know I went over this kind of on DeLand's Live when I was on there, but the reason, the main core of why I made this channel was just to get it out there that it is never too late to realize your dreams and start them. Whatever they may be. I mean, if people want to come to my channel to watch woodworking, fine. If people want to come to my channel to watch some, fucking fat guy, mess shit up, bring it on. If people just want to come to my channel and just, watch some guy fuddle his way through stuff and learning new skills and learning exactly what he can do. And if that inspires them to go out and try something new, whether it be cooking or woodworking or just picking up an instrument or whatever it may be, I do want to be an inspiration to people that it is not too late to go out there and start something new and to get your name out. And I talk a lot with my hands, and I feel like I'm going to fly away, and I have like 1,000 thoughts running through my head at all points in time. Thanks, Vinny. I don't like to talk about my dad a whole lot because I do get emotional about it. It's been 3 years, but I miss him like crazy, and I still have not been able to erase his phone number out of my phone. It's still sitting there. But anyway, enough about that. Yeah, so I mean, I just really want to be like, and I do have to give a shout out to Trevor. Trevor, your comment to me the other day really made my day. I know, like I mean, and you're just mentioning it right now. I just see it. I may not be inspiring you as far as doing any woodworking or anything, but if I could be a credit, if I can be given like some of the credit to making you get your first video out and to do something, bring it on. Like that's what I'm all about. It's not just about the woodworking. Although it's cool and I love it and it's awesome, and if anybody wants to buy a planter, I'll sell it to you. Shipping is going to be hella, but if you're close enough, maybe I'll drive it to you. Oh my god, that's some great ass wood. But anyway, shameless, sales plug there. But really, just being an inspiration to people is thanks enough. I've inspired a few people to. I had this one kid that I was working with, and he was just starting off in the dish room or whatever, and he is now a sous chef at one of the major places here in Des Moines, and it's just like, and he has always said that like I was one of his earliest mentors. And that makes me feel good. And so just by like Trevor saying that, he really appreciates, the inspiration that I helped give him, it's really a great feeling. And any of you, and I do have to give my own shout out. A lot of the inspiration I get is from, the Bearded Viking, from Daniel. And he's been an amazing guy to look up to. I know, right, guys? I mean, honestly, like, what better thing to wear in my sawdust kitchen than one of my actual chef coats? This thing has been through a lot. Anyway. I mean, and that's what I'm doing right now, Chris. I mean, seriously, like none of this is scripted. Nothing I say is scripted. Everything is off the top of my head. That's because that's why you'll see me a lot of times like I'm just standing here like trying to think of what to say, because there's like 5 million sentences running around in this synaptic, damaged area. So yeah, I just try to think of what I'm trying to say. But anyway, so mad respect to Daniel. I give him that. But honestly, like the whole community that Daniel has built, and from Mr. Viking, I get I've made my way into other communities. Um, and I'm just, it's hard for me, you know, it's one of those things. It's like some of these people may not realize that, or they may not think of themselves as being a big channel, but to me they are. Like Ramon, running with Ramon, fuck it all, running with Ramon. He may not think he's very big, but to me he is. I mean, and just yesterday, the guy texted me out of the blue, and he was just like, "Hey, just checking in and see how you're doing." I mean, to me, that's amazing. That um, it's not the this is not the code I wear to work. This is just an old one, but whatever. So like Ramon, he just texted me out of the blue, and to me, that's amazing. I have a ton of chefs that I've worked with over the years, and none of them have ever texted me out of the blue to see how I'm doing. It's just one of those things. Um, like Daniel knows who I am, and he knows my name, and I know I'm in a lot of his lives. I'm very active or whatever. Um, but then you move on to Back Row Built Ryan. Ryan knows who he knows my name, and to me, like a lot of people may not think that or he may not think that he's a big channel, but to me he is. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm like fanboying or anything, but it's just people who have been in this industry for a while and have been in this YouTube journey for however long they've been in it. Like, I mean, and they know my name, and it's just an amazing feeling. So I know that I have go off on a tangent or whatever, and that was this huge ramble on of words, and I'm sorry for whoever had to listen to that, but sometimes you just have to say these things. You have to let these people know just how much their inspiration has meant to you. So kudos to everyone, to all the Bearded Viking gang. Like those of you who really kept pressuring and pestering me to even put a freaking video out. Like I never for once imagined that like right now I'm looking at my subscriber count and there's 229 of you sons of bitches want to hear what this fat ass has to say about whatever. And I mean, there's so. I mean, Chris Kent. I mean, like you're mentioning so many people, and there's so many people to thank for that. Like you said, there's Norm and there's Van Lot and Moyak and even Meinhardt. Meinhardt has been around Daniel's lives for the longest time, I think, and to me, that's I feel like I've been accepted somewhere that I never imagined that I would ever be accepted in. If that makes any sense to anybody. You get so intimidated to showing off to people the shit that you make who have just been making so much stuff their whole lives. And here I am. I've only been I know that I learned how to use power tools and all that stuff, about 13 years ago. But I've only been delving into the actual woodworking part of it, actually making stuff to either sell or give away or just whatever. I've only been doing it for a couple months, and I feel like my skills have really grown in that area. I feel and I really feel like you guys give a shit. I feel like you guys like actually care, and not that you're just saying that you care to just to say it, but I really feel like um like you guys like actually care, and like you guys are actually like listening to what I say, and when I clearly have no idea what the hell I'm doing, clearly like I mean you guys I I'm up here like nailing my freaking projects to my bench. I like my cuts are like I got micro gaps everywhere, and like nobody is like saying anything about it. And instead of you know, dragging me down about it, you guys are actually like giving me advice on how to correct those things. And it's just such an amazing it's just been an amazing ride so far, and it's something that I've only just begun. And yeah, and I am utterly addicted to this shit. Freaking love Grape Crush. I don't know why. I just love it. But yeah, 229 twisted minds. Like seriously, like there is so much dark humor that is in this brain. Y'all don't want to know. Um, I mean, case in point, um, like like this thing, and this is actually like one of my newest videos that I haven't put out yet. I mean, it's just this silly little wall sconce that has a hanging potted plant, and then I put a little tap light on it so you can get some light to it, and then the light's removable and rechargeable and magnetic, and it just sits up there. Uh, oh, that's the fucking dust. No, I do not have a dust collection because every time I run my shop vac along with my power tools, I blow a breaker. So I'm just trying to catch up. I have not nailed it to my hand. So I'll tell you guys a story, and let me see if I can actually find it. I don't know if you guys can. My fucking phone. I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there is a little scar, and that was from. Um, I had trying to. I was trying to tort a cake, and torting a cake means that you're cutting. Um, you're you're slicing it into discs so you can put filling in between each layer. And um, and the cake was frozen, and I was trying to cut into it. So for whatever dumb, stupid reason, I was trying to brace it on this side so I could get my knife through. When all of a sudden the middle of the cake just gave way, and my knife just went right through the cake and cut off a nice little chunk of my thumb or my finger. So yeah, that's that. It was a rookie move, and yeah, it was this finger right here, and it actually was. Um, Another, it didn't happen to me. So we have these these dicers at in various places. So it's like this. You got the dicing blade grid, which is like perfect, little squares that you just you know which finger? That one, Mike. That one right there. You see that? Yeah, that's all for you. So anyway, so these blades are sharp, and then you put your piece of whatever peppers or tomatoes or whatever you're trying to dice. And then it has this big plunger that just comes down and forces the food through it, just to get your perfect dice. And then you get into a nice little rhythm, put that on, you just plunge it down, bring it up, and blah blah blah. Well, I saw some guy, he was going really fast at it, and then he didn't pull his hand away fast enough before he brought that plunger down, and he just right on top of the blades, and he brought that plunger down, and oh my god, it was like a perfect waffle print. It was it's a whole lot more funnier than it sounds. Well, you guys, I've been on here for about 2.5 hours. Shut up, Ray. And my kids are home. So I guess I could bring my little Luna down. You guys want me to bring my daughter down for a little bit? Say hi to you guys. I will. I'll go up and get her. They just got home. Taking them forever to get in here, though. If someone says yes, I will go upstairs and I will bring her down. Not my son though. He appears to be having a little minor meltdown right now. Yeah, he's having a little bit of a minor meltdown. Okay, I'll go up and get her. Just give me a moment, guys. Luna! Luna!
Are you done?
No. They all want to say hi to her.
He's not up there. Not up there.
Luna! Come here.
She has no shoes on, by the way.
I can carry her.
Okay, well, I gotta make these kids something to eat.
Okay. Well, come here.
Hi.
Everybody wants to see you. Daddy's about ready to end his life, but everyone wanted to say hi first, okay? Oh, there we go. Who's up at now? Okay. Everybody's waiting to say hi. You're right there. You gonna say hi?
Hi.
You gonna say hi, everybody?
Hi, everybody.
Quit calling her my sister wife. Jesus. What do you have all over your mouth? Is that Cheetos?
Teeth.
Yes, those are teeth.
I'm still vibing my teeth.
Luna, that's not a mirror. There's actually people watching you right now.
Hi.
Hi.
It could be.
Okay. Shall we say goodbye to everybody? Daddy's about ready to end his live, and then Daddy will come up and spend time with you, okay?
Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Hey.
Stand up there. Don't go running around.
It won't me down.
I know, you're so big now.
Hold your pencil.
I know. You notice Daddy's pencil again.
I gotta get down.
You gotta get down? Okay. Well, Daddy's gonna end his live, so let's say goodbye to everybody. thanks for stopping in, guys. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, you know, and thanks for listening and everything. Y'all have a great day. For now, the Sawdust Kitchen is closed. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have
See
a
you
good-
next time.
See you next time.
See you next time, everybody. See you next time, everybody.
Are you done?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Night, guys.
Good night, guys.